Greetings everyone, welcome to ProofWLSWorks. This is Aisha, your Tuesday vlogger. No more excuses. And you guys know I'm the giggly one, but no more excuses is the title of this week's question. No more excuses, fitness. We have surely talked about fitness many times, multiple times, and I don't think it's a topic that will ever be able to be settled because a few things happen. People have a lot of ambitions about fitness, have heart's desires to want to do things, perhaps run a 5K, run a half marathon, complete a triathlon, even just to take a Zumba class. Like in my case, I'm still trying to get to take a yoga class. I still haven't done a spin class. And fitness is a lifelong journey, I think. But as we get into the questions, there's 4 layers to it this week. It's an individual thing, and the motivation, that fire from within, is just that. It has to come from the inside. And one of the things that I've learned is that you have to separate emotion. You can't overthink the idea about fitness. You can't overthink the fact that you just need to move your body in some kind of cardiovascular fashion on a regular basis. That's, one of the rules of health care, and certainly one of the rules around having a weight loss surgery tool, or even being on some type of weight reduction plan. And so the first question is the excuse. Working out hurts. How to beat it. There are multiple layers to hurt. Hurt could be that, physically you are unable to move. You have some sort of ailment. You have some sort of, maybe your knees are bone on bone, and there's just certain things you cannot do. Perhaps you can't walk. Perhaps you can't run or even take a class at the gym. But there are DVDs that you can do exercises from a chair. I believe they even have people that come on television that have a little show where you can exercise with someone who sits in a chair, but certainly you can buy a DVD for home and do all kinds of strength training and movement of your body. So even to that bare minimum, there's no excuse. And then, hurting, you have to evaluate that for yourself. Are you just making an excuse, or is it something you could get taken care of? Like in my case, I had injured myself and trying to get the question back up, and had to see a chiropractor and get proper shoes. And so, is it something you could take care of? But again, that's something that's in your hands to be able to address. The second question, the excuse, everyone will laugh. How to beat it. I totally remember being in 3X t-shirts and stretch pants and 2 bras and a sports bra back in the early days of me getting into fitness. The first week of January 2011, I was still 300 pounds, and there's just no way that I could have come this far had I believed the hype about everybody's going to laugh at me if I go to the gym. I had to just put my blinders on and talk myself through it. I remember times being on the machines thinking, one day I won't really look like this, hopefully, maybe, just kind of talking myself through it all. And sure enough, I kept going, and one day I didn't wear a big 3X t-shirt and stretch pants to the gym. I actually could fit workout clothes that made sense, and I actually wanted to wear workout clothes that made sense. So again, you can't make that as an excuse that people will laugh. You have to care enough about yourself to say, forget them. And really, perhaps they're not talking about you. I know when I'm in the gym and I see someone heavy come in, my heart goes out to them, and inside I'm hoping that they don't quit, because I remember being that big person coming in the gym. And then the next one is the excuse, no time, how to beat it. Time is a really sketchy thing, because we humans make time for whatever it is we want to do. And that's the truth. You guys know that. Anything we want to do, we will make time for it. My mother is a perfect example of someone having to be to work at 8 o'clock. She's up at 4:30 in the morning getting herself together so that she can work out by 5. And there are countless people that work out that early because they have to be to work at a certain time. Many gyms are open 24 hours for that reason, or they open at 4 a.m. for that reason. And myself, when I've had to be somewhere by 8 or 9 o'clock, I've been, working out at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, because I wanted to get it in. And so the bottom line is, be authentic with yourself. If you have to work out at night, I've certainly done so. I've been in the gym at 9:30 at night, and or been on my step bench at 9:30 at night. But it all boils down to, what is it that you really want? For me, I came into the weight loss surgery journey not only wanting to be a runner, but I wanted to be somebody who worked out, and I wanted to look like I worked out. And so I had all these little mini dreams inside of me, and I just kept going for it. And when I don't feel like it, and when I didn't feel like it, especially 280 pounds and wearing big man size 11 shoes because I was so heavy, it just, you just learn to put away that stuff, especially when you start seeing results. When I could get in a size 20 jean, it just was like, oh my gosh, down from a 26, And so it just motivated me to keep going and keep going. But it all boils down to, what is it that you really want out of your life? I want my body to look a certain way. I have to move it a certain way. And I want to feel strong, and I want to feel fit, but I also want to look strong and look fit. And so I work towards that. The last one is, I do not know where to start. I didn't either, but I knew I needed to move this body, and I pulled on the past. The past was walking, the past was step aerobics, and then the elliptical was this machine that everybody was talking about, and I dared to get on it as just, let me do something, and riding the stationary bike at the gym as well. And so there isn't any excuse. If you are near water, you could swim, or you're near a gym that has a pool, you could swim. I know quite a few extraordinarily heavy people start out in the pool post weight loss surgery, because that's the best thing for their joints and so forth. I started walking on the treadmill in the 300s, and I'm so glad that I didn't stop. I didn't stop there. Take me 20, 25 minutes or whatever to walk a mile, and I didn't want to do it. That's the thing, and that didn't want to do it, and I don't feel like it, and letting life happen and taking that as an excuse not to take care of our bodies creeps up in my life and anyone who's active, I would believe. But it comes down to, what is it that I really want? Will I make time for it? Will I start somewhere? Even if it's, having an old DVD in the house. I have one of those like Leslie Sands on the walking kind. I have a few more that are really beginner. And it was like, just do something, get moving. There's no excuse nowadays. There's, walking outside, there's exercising in the house to DVDs. And so I'm pretty passionate about the excitement of fitness because I know what it feels like to be morbidly obese and have to start moving, specifically up against I don't feel like it. So I am going to be the cheerleader for anyone who is having some kind of desire to move their body, because I live the results. I know the pain of being so heavy and being embarrassed and just all those kinds of things. Many of you have seen my before pictures. I was not always in shape, and I know it's possible to get in shape. And so I will leave the answers right there this week, you guys. These are the questions as I see them. And we will catch up again next week. So think about those things. If you are not motivated yet to move your body, take it all in. Consider what is up ahead if you don't move your body, and consider what is up ahead if you do get moving. Just the sheer empowerment that you took control and decided to move. Take classes, get a buddy and you guys do walks on your lunch break. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. So anyway, I'll leave it right there, and you guys have a great rest of the day. This is Aisha, and I am Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. See you next time. Bye-bye.